Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex, and this is Crypto for Starters YouTube channel. Tonight, we're going to be joined with Rad from Para. We'll be joined with Devin, and then Guillermo from Kishimoto. So tonight's going to be a great live. I've been wanting to have them on for seems like forever. I feel like everything that they've been having going on, it just didn't work out. And then, of course, I was on vacation last week, and that got in the way of that. But they are here today. I'm excited to have them. Find out what they've been doing, what's going on, maybe some of the future of Kishimoto. Of course, they've been partners with Para for a while now, and that's been awesome as well. So I'm going to bring in Rad and Devin, and we'll bring them all in, and we'll just get started right away. Hey, Rad, Devin.
What's up, everybody?
What is going on, everybody? How are you guys?
Great. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Doing great.
Pretty good.
You. Good. Yeah, man, we've been talking back and forth for seems like months.
Yeah, it's definitely. It does feel like I think at least 2 months it's been.
Yeah, for sure. And of course we've been partners with you guys. Para has for months, and been in a lot of spaces with you guys, and heard you guys talk a lot about Kishimoto, and and then you guys are migrating to V2, and then that kind of got in the way of it, and kind of put a halt on getting you guys on because you guys have been busy with that. So, but welcome. I appreciate you guys coming on. Rad, thank you again for coming on too. We always have a great time. So
yeah,
we'll wait
do.
a few minutes. We can kind of chat back and forth. We'll wait a few minutes, let some more people come in, and then we'll get started.
Rad, nice to finally meet you face to face. Alex, we're pretty new as far as contact.
Yeah.
But thanks for having us. It's definitely a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I've been telling him forever. I was like, hey, Kishimoto's got like a bunch of stuff coming up. They're doing a new launch, and it's all happened already. It's just been it's a lot happening.
Yeah, it's we've been pretty booked on our end, just with back end stuff, migration. Had a lot of planning behind that as far as numbers, merging Katsumi with Kishimoto. But yeah, we're here. We made it.
Yeah, and we know all about the migrating. We've done it a couple times, so it's hectic for sure.
I would pop into their chat all the time and be like, "Trust me, guys, don't rush them. They're doing it the way they got to do it.
Yep.
Trust me, we know." Karen knows.
It's I'll tell you what.
It was definitely quite a task.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys had a lot because you're quite an extensive ecosystem, and we'll get all into that in a little bit because, of course, we want to start at the beginning, with what inspired you and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was a lot. You guys had a lot more than just like one contract and so many things to do. But as far as I see, everything has gone really fantastic for you, and so I'm really looking forward to what you have coming in the future, and we'll get all into that here in a second whenever Alex is ready to start you off.
Definitely. I think we're just as excited to see what Para has to bring to the world too.
So are we. I'll tell you that. We're we've been busy. I feel like the last couple weeks I've been so out of it, being on vacation and stuff. But before that, we've always stayed busy with everything that's going on. And Lee, he just works and works and works, and
the workhorse.
Oh my gosh. He was actually here in Kansas City on Tuesday, and I got the pleasure of going to dinner with him and Jeff and Dwight. And I'll tell you what, man, if you think he's a delight on Twitter or on a YouTube channel, he's even better in person. I mean, he's like the most normal person ever, and everything that he does. It's just it's amazing.
Giving you piggybacks is normal behavior.
for friends that have known each other for years, it seems like it really was.
Yeah, I met him in Dubai.
Oh, nice.
And we broke bread together. And yeah, he's one of the hell of a guy. He's super genuine. He's somebody that fights for what's right, and that's it was displayed that night very clearly about what is right and wrong in the space as far as influencers go. He's just one hell of a guy. I love Lee. He made it on my Facebook profile picture. So let's leave it at that.
I think that's gonna have to go on my Facebook profile picture soon. Me getting the piggyback ride.
Yeah, you've got to update for sure.
Josh Cuddly Bear was pretty upset that there were piggyback rides going out without him being here. So.
Yeah, that was.
He was still choked out from me. Chuck holding him in
Yeah.
Denver. He's
Oh,
having a
man,
hard
that's
time
funny.
recovering the arms of steel.
Well, welcome everybody. Grind Time, Tim Shea, Duper, Kruger's in the house, Jay Frass. Welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll go ahead and get going. It looks like there's about a dozen people in here. So if you guys want to just introduce yourselves, this is the first time you get on my channel. So if you guys want to just take turns, introduce yourself, what you're doing for Kishimoto, and then we'll just dig right into it.
Sure. G, you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah. So I actually started as a community member about a year ago. And ever since I helped out Kishimoto, and I transitioned into a team member, and so I became lead dev of Kishimoto. And then once the keys were handed over, they were handed over to me. So I guess I am the owner now of Kishimoto and lead dev.
Awesome.
Yeah, my name's Devin, Devin Sinkbile. I am fully doxxed. And yeah, I started as a moderator, just like Guillermo and everybody else that's on the team, which is something that's really cool about the whole team. It's a very unique dynamic. And yeah, just sitting and chat, probably 12 hours out of the day along with Guillermo. And, the project evolved. It, I think, got a little bigger than expected. So they were looking for people just to reach out and make connections with influencers, projects, et cetera. So I got bumped up to kind of like a marketing developer, project manager kind of thing. And, my main focus is really just maintaining relationships, doing collaborations, just trying to unite the space. And that's something that I've always loved to do, is just, connect with people such as Rad, Lee, people from Mandox. There's just so many great projects and great people out doing the right thing. And yeah, that's pretty much my focus.
That's awesome. And I think, we went through a phase earlier in the year where we had so many projects that weren't genuine and weren't doing the right thing. And, of course, Para has always been since last December, but went through kind of that phase where we just had a lot of projects like that. And, when Mandox and Kishimoto and List and Para all kind of started coming together, it's kind of when, I think the thought process of the space started to change a little bit. Like, hey, we got to start bringing this together, right? This place is going to grow so much faster and be better if we come together, all have our things that we do the best and share those and work together. So, we all started doing spaces together a while ago and kind of built from there. And like you said, Kishimoto's, since I started following you guys, has gotten way bigger, I think, than anybody probably thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, shout out to Bollocks. I gotta say shout out to Bollocks, because he's the one that really introduced me to Cam from List, who's now with Para. You guys, Lee's always been on there. Mandox, like, there's so many people that I met through that one person, and it's just something that's beautiful and never gets old. So I mean, I look forward to doing more collaborations with newer projects that are just coming out. But yeah, definitely there was a lot of effery going around in the space, and I think honestly, like, it's starting to come back. Just because the market turned green for a little bit. A lot of people just trying to get, whatever they can as scammers and just get out. But hopefully we can educate the space on what to look for safe projects. You never know. We had that crazy hack that happened with Team Finance. So it's something that's unpredictable. So
yeah, for sure. And it's funny, we're Cameron and I are going to do a live on Saturday talking about safety and how to keep your token safe and what to look for and what not to click and things like that, because it's still happening. And more and more people, I think, sometimes don't want to invest in crypto because of that. They still don't think it's safe. They're holding off until they think their funds are more safe. So it's very important.
Because they think fiat's real.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there are definitely people who treat the word crypto as a dirty word.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
As the Feds are printing imaginary money.
More.
I know.
Yeah.
They're funny. They don't even print. It's just they just type it in now. It's all numbers on a screen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people think that the Fed prints money, and I'm like, it's not federal. It's not a reserve. They don't have any gold to
Mm-mm.
back it up.
No.
And
So
then they
what?
don't print. They print like 1% of the money that they issue. It's all digital. So anybody
Imaginary
who's worried about
debt.
stuff going digital, your government's already digital. It's
Yep.
only the plebs here at ground zero that are exchanging 20s and hundreds. They are just dealing in digital. They have been for many, many years.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome, Sean. Thank you for showing up tonight. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've been on. It's a little weird, but getting right back at it. So if you guys want to talk about why V2, I guess is my main question as far as that goes. I mean, what was going on in V1 that made you guys migrate into a V2?
I think one of the main things was to make the contract more efficient. A lot of times when we were dealing with the V1, the gas fees seemed to be a little bit high, and I believe that's just the way that the tokens were being distributed. And with our game, the play to earn game coming, we wanted to make sure that that the new contract just coincided with that and worked well. And so that's why we dropped the supply from 100 quadrillion to 100 billion. And so yeah, it's really just to make things more efficient and to be less on gas.
Yeah, and that's one of the problems Pear had with one of the contracts too. Gas was extremely high, along with other issues, but took out reflections and then brought out staking. So staking's more of a better way to have passive income all the time versus reflections when the market's down. Like now, no one's getting barely anything because volume's so low.
Mhm.
So a lot of projects have migrated because of that. Supply is a big one too for getting on exchanges. So more efficient for sure. That's awesome. Now you said play to earn game. We'll just go right into that because did that play a big role of switching contracts, relaunching as the game?
Yes, most definitely, and actually, that's when V2 really, the possibility of V2, we've talked about in before it even happened, but really once the game came about, and when we were talking to the devs that's working on the game, we decided that V2 would be the best route.
Gotcha. So the game is a role playing game, right? Do you just want to kind of dive right into that and kind of tell people what you can, I guess, about it?
Yeah. So, and we talked about a play to earn game for many months. I guess almost a year now, right? When Kishimoto first came out, yeah, we became a little bit bigger, and we had this vision of coming out with utility, but also at the end we wanted to come out with this play to earn game. So we've come out with the utility, and now so it's time to get that play to earn game out. And I've been super excited about this, and not that I haven't been super excited about our other utilities, but the game of who doesn't want to play a game, right? And
Right.
so and to make it fun, it's been in the works for quite some time, and you just the play to earn aspect along with something fun. Of course, that's got to be pretty big in this space. Now, the open world, it's going to be a role playing game. So you get to pick your character, and you can either pick a male or a female, and you to enter our game. The people who have first access are going to be anyone who has a ninja. So if you have one of our Genesis Kishi ninjas, you will be able to enter at first. And the rewards may be a little bit more during this time period for those holders before we open it up to the general public. And if that as well, make sure that we can keep an eye on how everything is working, and just to make sure that all aspects are working correctly before we add more and more players.
Yeah.
And so one thing that I've played in the past is role playing games. Like, I've found some browser based role playing games that I played for years, many years, and I still have friends from there. And so it really took a lot of these games that I've played in the past, and put things that I believe were the most fun. And so that's what we're building. As far as the game itself, it's going to roll out in phases. So the first phase is going to have a certain type of gameplay, like dueling, and also you'll be able to enter. Yeah, you'll be able to enter other areas as well. But we're also going to introduce, quests and so it's going to be it's going to be um, upgraded in phases. One of the cool things that I'm really excited about is having mounts. So let's say you have a really cool looking horse, and someone actually suggested the other day we have rubber duckies, and that's doable. Rubber duckies is doable, and I've seen some really cool, crazy things in the past in one of our role playing games, and so yeah, just it's going to be really fun, and yeah, and the community, we're listening to the community, so you can really shape how this game can end up. For example, the rubber ducky,
Yeah.
and quests that may come out. But another cool thing that we'll be able to do is also have certain characters. So, uh, if we're partnered with another token, for example, or if another token wants to have a character embedded into our game, that could be a possibility in the future as well.
Awesome.
Um, and that just goes along with working with others,
Yeah.
making sure that you're just not, by yourself in this crypto world, because it is a big world, and it is
So
getting bigger.
so we could see some Parapups and maybe some Rambos and all of
Oh,
those
yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some really
looks
cool
good.
things. And we actually shared some early game footage on a
Yeah, I was
tweet.
hoping we could put that up on stream on the stream
Is on
because
Twitter.
I yeah,
It is
I
on Twitter.
saw this and I'm telling you this absolutely knocks all that really shitty Decentraland and sandbox graphics out of the park. This is the metaverse that I want to be playing in.
Yeah,
And the
and this
cool
is
thing,
Really
very
nice.
bare bones. This is just like showing the
I
people that
know,
may
but
be doing
even
something for.
still, like I
well,
know you
yeah,
guys are saying this is bare boots, but I'm still way more impressed with this than anything I've seen from like I mean, look at the crap that Meta came up with, and they spent what, like $3 billion on their metaverse, and it's
Oh
crap.
yeah,
This thing, the way your little ninja walks around, and oh, you guys gotta watch this. I'll be quiet, just watch it.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So there he flips down,
it has
and
music.
and yeah, and really the game developers are like, yo, get inside here, walk around, make some moves, make sure that you can. And right here we have multiple people running around just to make sure that we can handle
Yeah.
um, the players. And so this is really, really early stage. There's many aspects that are missing. But the cool thing is it's going to work in your browser. It's optimized for a browser. So
Yeah.
as you can see, the graphics, you're not going to have, high end. You're not going to need a high end card, right, to
Right.
run these graphics, but it's still going to look awesome.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you guys are going to allow NFT holders to go in first because for two reasons, you're kind of rewarding them for holding NFTs, and you're also rewarding, getting testing out of it because you can test all you want on the back end, but until you get more people in there, you really don't know. And we found that out with other platforms. Once you put it out and a lot of people start using it, things can go wrong. So I think
Yeah.
doing that for two reasons is a great idea.
Perfect. And I see here there's a question: will the starting ninjas play a special role
Question.
inside the game? Yeah, and that's a great question. We do have all the stars in mind, so yes, they will have a role.
Nice. What that role is, you guys are just gonna have to
I'm
wait
gonna
on
go
it.
check on OpenSea. Are there any of those available? They're all gone, aren't they?
Right?
There's,
Great. Now I know what Rad and I are doing later.
there's a couple below mint
They're pretty
price right now.
popular, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that's awesome.
there's actually one of our holders, and he's like, "Yo, somebody just offered me 0.4 for my Platinum Star Ninja." I was like,
Wow.
"Okay, nice."
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, our community loves sweeping them up. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
now
think
he's not going to want to let it go because he's going to know that it's going to have access to the game
exactly.
first.
Yeah,
Well,
and the game has been in development for quite some time. So like you see the early stage, it took some time to get even there, and the fact that once the game comes out, you're going to see that we're going to be developing and adding to it as time goes. So you're going to have your gameplay. We're going to add more gameplay, more quests, introduce mounts, things like that, right? And so it's just going to be really fun to be here early and to just see how it develops.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. It kind of takes me back to, just playing video games, kind of a nostalgia thing too, which I love. What will you need to play? Will you need to have Kishimoto token? Will you need to have, I know NFTs at first for, exclusive, but after it's released to everybody, will you need tokens or NFTs to play, or is it just going to be open to everybody?
Yeah, so first you will need a Kishi Ninja, Genesis Kishi Ninja in order to enter at first, right? So we're going to have that. Like I said, the rewards may be a little bit higher during that time period. Now, what you're going to see is that we are going to bridge over to Polygon in order to be able to handle all the transactions that you're going to encounter during gameplay, because
Okay.
it is integrated, with the blockchain. So let's say, for example, you come across a certain item and you put it in your inventory. That is an NFT. And in order to
Right.
get that NFT into your inventory, you need a transaction to happen. And so
Mhm.
Polygon is going to help us reduce the gas fees for
Yeah.
all of those transactions.
Yeah, that's the industry standard right now for
Yeah.
metaverses that use, NFTs that you can pick up for sure. That their transaction rate is so much faster. So that's a good way to go. Polygon
And
is very good.
the cool thing is Polygon you can also find on OpenSea, right? So you go to OpenSea, you can
Right.
find Polygon NFTs.
Yep.
It'll be tradable.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. So you guys, you guys looking to release the game next year?
Um, I would suspect probably early next year is when we will start coming out with the game. And then after that, like I said, we'll start implementing the upgrades after that. So yeah, it's fairly close. Time period, I always hate to put a certain time,
Yeah.
just because I don't want to promise something just in case, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Never give a date. Never,
No,
yeah,
ever.
that's why
but yeah.
3 days
that's
out.
pretty
That's
general.
But if
give
you
or take
followed,
3 days out.
true.
Yeah.
If you've if you follow our Twitter or follow, if you can see that we actually have a lot of in-game items that we've shared, and as it progresses and as we've come closer to release, we're going to share more and more of that. But yeah, all of that stuff that you see, all of those cool back shields, weapons,
Hmm.
anything like that, you're going to see that in game. They're going to be NFTs. So yeah, I definitely look forward to that. And like I said, I've been looking forward to it for many, many months. So I'm
Yeah.
super excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
And go ahead.
I'm going to say our game devs, man, they're just super awesome. They work really hard and they always just
Absolutely.
deliver super quality stuff. So
Nice. And a game like this isn't something that comes out overnight, and I said next year to kind of leave it open for, I didn't want to tie you down to any certain month or anything like that, because we know firsthand that, we don't want to put dates or months down, because anything can go not necessarily wrong, but take a little bit longer,
Yeah.
so but that's exciting. I know you guys said you've been working on it for a while. So this is what you guys are main focus on now, right? And then once it releases, where's the next utility? What's the next thing you guys have going on?
yeah, so on our road, of course, we're going to have some staking. So staking is going to be something that we believe should happen. We believe in passive income,
Mhm.
and so especially during this time period in which the market may be a little slow, like you said, there may not be a lot of volume. So just having that staking ability to earn that passive income is a big thing. Our VPN, that's probably the something that we're going to work on after that. Now, the cool thing about the VPN I've always thought about is, for example, let's say you have a server on the VPN in which only Kishi VPN users can access the server, and it's maybe a cool place in game. Like you can only access this if you're connected to this VPN server, because it's a browser-based game, right? So you're in your browser, you refresh, you're in this server, and you're able to go into this extra area. That's something that I really would try to really like to implement into the VPN in the game. So that's something really cool.
Yeah. And the staking, will you guys have your own platform for that, or will you be using somebody else?
It would be our own platform.
Awesome.
And actually, we've had our own platform for quite some time. So we will be revamping it and possibly adding some other uh, projects along, in our staking as well.
Oh,
Nice.
that's really good. That really rounds out everything. If we could just get somebody to do a social network that was dedicated to crypto, because we've got list for aggregator, we've got links for wallets. You guys have the VPN. So it's between all these wonderful projects that Para and everybody else is like coming together. It's a really nice circle that just all complements each other so nicely. So yeah, we just need like a social platform now.
Yeah.
But a good
Which
VPN.
is something we thought we were going to have, but that didn't work out. So,
Yeah, that didn't work out.
or we should say a reliable social network. We'll just put it
Yeah.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just super excited for the game. I get that super excited for the game. Like I said, it's been in development for so long, and we've just keep talking about, in the background of all the cool things that that's going to have. But that's another aspect is we can have this game, depending on how things go and how if people want another type of game, it's I guess the future it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to think about.
Yeah, for sure. Devin, do any of you guys have access to the game yet to kind of go in there and mess around?
Yeah, that was us in the
That
video.
was you guys. Nice.
that was all of you guys actually running those characters.
That was, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the game dev say go in there and just check it out, just to see, if you like the movement and things like that. So
yeah.
yeah, like I said, once we add all the cool detail and other objects and places that you're going to see in there, it's going to be awesome.
Very smooth from what I experienced. Very smooth, easy movement. There's a couple of tweaks, like the space bar is roll instead of jump, but those are just little tiny things.
That cool thing. What was it? The arrows made you glide.
Oh yeah. It looked like you were like surfing.
Yeah. So I was thinking of having some kind of surfboard. What is that from Back to the Future?
Oh, the hoverboard.
Hoverboard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hoverboard. Yeah, that would be really cool. I'd love to see that.
Actually,
I like it because it's not too graphic. For me personally, I'm just one of those people. I stick to old school games because if I watch the newer stuff that's super 3D, I get so motion sick. I can't watch. But something that's just at that level, it's not gonna fry out my laptop and overheat it. A lot of games do that with my laptop. And so it's something that I'm going to be able to enjoy while I'm on the road using the VPN because I travel so much. Alex was away last week in Florida and he couldn't even access his Coinbase because they thought he was somewhere else. And
right.
Anybody who travels a lot is going to appreciate that VPN. I'm planning to do a lot of international travel next year, so get that VPN running soon, please.
Most definitely.
So speaking of feeling sick, have you tried virtual reality like Quest, like the Oculus Quest?
It depends on how graphical it is, but it's like, yeah.
Yes, grind time.
Most definitely.
1v1 battles.
And
yes.
you might even be able to wager your Kishimoto tokens in these duels.
Oh.
What?
Possibly.
Possibly.
We gotta check legalities and stuff like that.
We just thought it would be cool, like for example, if the two people were dueling, if other players could just sit around and watch it happen and maybe even wager on it. That would be really cool.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
We do have an arena coming, so that would make it easy having places to sit.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it.
So when you're playing play to earn, will you just be earning Kishimoto token, or were you guys planning on maybe doing something with other projects so you can earn other tokens?
That we can implement other projects as well, and that's a really good question. Because play to earn, if let's say a project does want to have their, let's say, their tokens, um, kind of like staking. We once had staking
Yeah.
Kishimoto for Saitama, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
so, but it's just now you're just playing games for another token. So yeah,
Right.
initially, and you are going to earn Kishimoto tokens, and that's why the Polygon network is important as well. Is so that anything that you earn, let's say you only earned a few dollars for playing for whatever time period, but you want those few dollars in your wallet. You
Right.
can have them because it's not going to cost you so much in gas.
Yeah, and that's huge. I mean, I feel like gas has been crazy lately. Every time I want to go do something, I'm like, wait, it's gonna be how much just to send ETH somewhere? What is going on? And then I go over to Crow Network and I'm like, oh, I'm only spending like, 3 cents in Crow.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I heard it's because there's a
And
certain
just
project.
remember that we got spoiled in the bear market. Like gas is
Yep.
nothing compared to what it was this time
I
last
know.
year.
Mhm.
I know. I remember spending
$200.
$115 just to buy Para or something like that. I mean, it was ridiculous.
$200 for us to buy Para on
Yeah.
December 29th.
My first Kishi Ninja, I spent like $270 on.
I remember
Right.
I've told this
That's what
story,
it's
I
about.
think, before on Alex's channel, but sometime December last year, I was messing around in Decentraland, and my husband was watching me, and he was like, "So what's this?" And I telling him about it, and so he decided to do like I think it's like a pyramid or something. You go in and you look for these treasure chests. He finds a treasure chest, and he gets really, really excited because he clicks on it, and my MetaMask pops up. And he doesn't read anything, right? Because he doesn't know what he's looking at. He just sees the number $10,000. And he's like, I won $10,000 in the treasure chest. And I was like, no, it costs $10,000 in gas to
Open it.
open the treasure chest. That was how much it was
Oh,
that day. It
wow.
was $10,000 to open the treasure chest just in gas. And I mean, it was like, what was going to be inside the treasure chest? It could actually been nothing inside, or it could have been like a pair of metaverse socks. Like,
Yep.
who even knows, right? So I was really glad that I did not have millions of dollars sitting in my MetaMask, because my husband would have clicked the button and said yes, thinking he was gonna get 10 grand, and would have cost me 10 grand. But yeah, gas so much better now than it was last year. But still, looking at it, there's mornings where I'm like, nope, gonna wait till midnight.
Yep. I know. I do the same thing. Sometimes I'll wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, like, okay, I might as well do it, while I'm awake. So crazy. Hopefully we'll be past that one of these days.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I know all these new projects, they're just getting destroyed by paper hands just because gas is so cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Retraces are too big,
part
and
of
they can't get back up. They can't get off the floor.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of DGen plays in the last month, and I really haven't seen anything outside of maybe Bollocks Token and MetaMonkey AI that Alex talks about a lot on his channel as one of his sponsors. But
Yep.
aside from those two projects, because they already had people that were backing them and whatever, and Bollocks has been around the community for a long time. But anything else that I've seen launch,
Bad.
like, don't even give it 12 hours. It's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And everybody cheats. But, I was talking about this on Faltron's show the other day. Somebody rugged a project. We all know who it was, right? But it was somebody really close to him, and everybody in the space thought that this would be a good project because he was known in the space. He wouldn't rug, and he got rugged because it turned out it wasn't actually his project. And I was like, well, this is why we have so much trouble in the space right now of people cheating out, because gas is lower, but also when so many projects are rugging, nobody wants to hold for that long. They're just like, I'm going to double and out. That's end of story. Everybody doubles and outs. Why? Because otherwise you lose your money to a dev.
It's turned into BSC, like BSC plays.
Really,
that's how people play BSC. So it's
yeah,
something
need
that's
more
definitely
skin in the game.
discouraging.
Well, and the other
Yeah,
thing
it's going to
too
be either gas fees going back up and we get more skin in the game, or regulations.
is regulation. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I've made it a big habit to go and see who's promoting said token
Yep.
because you
Yeah.
find a pattern of those certain
Yeah.
guys that are shilling tokens, and I'm like, nope, not touching it because
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying. So, and honestly, I was talking
They're
to
like
Kruger the other day.
Kramers. They're like Kramers. If they say it's going up, you're like, sell.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I was talking to Kruger the other day, and I'm like, I'm not touching anything else anymore. I'm not. Everything I have is what I'm going to have. I'm going to keep buying what I have, but I'm not anything that comes out. I just don't trust it anymore. You know.
Yeah.
So sticking with projects that I believe in, that I'm invested in, and that's what like MetaMonkey AI, Kishimoto,
Yeah.
Para. That's pretty much it.
I'm not even touching tokens anymore, to be honest. At least NFTs, I buy them. I get into the ones that I feel have good community, or
Mhm.
they have good art. I mean, I've got some NFTs that I absolutely love, and I got them for like $1 a piece. And there's no community. There's nothing. The devs aren't doing anything, and I'm still happy because I really like the artwork. And I'm like, hey, I can print it. I can put it on my wall. Whatever I
Of
can say,
course.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. It cost me $1. That's like, you can't even buy coffee for $1 these days. So I'm
Right.
happy with it because it makes me happy. But if I make something in the NFTs, whatever. But I'm not touching tokens right now.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know,
Totally agree with that.
But I was
Yeah.
using that as a segue to talk about your NFTs, Kishimoto NFTs.
You talking about the new
Talk
one?
about yeah,
yeah.
let's talk about your NFTs. Let's talk about them.
Nemesis. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nemesis is going to be one hell of a collection. It's going to be like a samurai cyborg collection with quite a
Nice.
backstory to it. We won't go too much into the backstory.
You can. We got time if you want.
Well, he actually wrote it, so he could go into it if he wants to. But yeah, it's also a replacement collection for the BADCs. So if anybody's holding on to a Bored Ape Dojo Club, you will be eligible for a free mint.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, we did release a couple previews of the mass traits, and I'm blown away by the detail.
Yeah.
This guy's been doing some back work for us for a while, and he's just killing it. He's killing it right now. I don't know what else to say. We got another little teaser that isn't out yet, and I was like, wow, this is it. This is it.
Is tonight the night to put it? Is tonight the night to put it out?
Yeah, right now tonight. Drop the teaser.
Yo,
That's
yeah,
part of my job is to push you guys into telling us something you shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Pineapple, right? That's our word. Pineapple.
yeah, it's super fun, and actually, the samurai just looks like it's about to attack you. It just looks super awesome. You'll be able to see about waist up, and we have a surprise to what's going to be hanging from the waist. That's going to be really cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, see, Brad, we're not on the inside of this project. This drives me nuts, right? I know stuff about Para, but I don't know about other projects. And when they say something like this, I'm like, man, I want to know.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Just talk to Baloo.
All the stuff I'm holding is stuff I'm involved with because I've got to know what's going on.
Right.
Such a control freak.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
I was just gonna pull up some of the NFTs. The Genesis is just so people could see them, but I have some as well. So yeah,
now, I do believe somewhere that I have seen, so it must have been public, some kind of teaser for the Nemesis. Whether it was an attribute, I don't think it was a whole samurai.
It was probably the gray mask.
Yes, that's what it would have been. Yeah. Was that on your Twitter? We could bring it up and put it on the screen. Badass.
Yeah, if you go to
there's so much goes into 3D NFTs. You guys, I know that's what you guys were looking for when we were talking about doing NFTs for you. And I was like, if you can get 3D is just
and it's something that's
why I don't do it, because it's so intensive.
Yes.
Look at
which
this
is
stuff.
why it's taking a little longer.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bring that up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm not.
Now you're making
Could
me
I
want to
make it?
share
Yes. Am I going to make it? Hell no. I'm going to
Like,
sit there for 100 years.
You're going to crack.
What do you want to share? Share it. Come on.
I mean, okay.
You don't
I do
have
have
to.
something that I mean, I do have something that I could share. Really,
Yes, bring it, bring it.
anytime we have some really early concept stuff, maybe I could share that. I could share some really early stuff. Um,
I love
Yeah,
it.
that's cool. That's so cool.
where can I send this?
You can. I don't know if you can send it to
Telegram
Devin, but
it.
Devin can send
Have
it
you
to
got
me.
Alex a new Telegram? Telegram it to Alex.
Yeah, you can send it to me in Telegram,
Here we go. What's
or if
your
send it to Devin, you can share the
Just,
screen.
just show it briefly, though. We'll give it to you, but just show it
But you know,
briefly.
I actually, while you're doing that, now that you're talking about other things that could be put into the game, I saw the action with those swords like spinning around. If he could like, those ninjas could like spin around and chop a pineapple, that would be really cool.
Yes.
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 Alex, what's your Telegram?
See if I think I have. Let me see if I can find you.
I have
But actually, mini games is a thing in our game, right? So that's a good idea for a mini game.
A
Chopping some,
pineapple game, chopping
yeah,
pineapples. Oh, you know, it would be like, it could be like, what do you call that? Whack-a-mole. But instead of moles coming up and you hit them on the head, pineapples come up and you slice them.
kind of like Fruit
It's
Ninja.
kind of like Fruit Ninja.
Okay,
That'd
okay.
be sweet.
I don't know. It's pineapple.
it.
It's just if you put it in their pair, people will go crazy. We're
You know,
mad about pineapples.
pineapples are really good to marinate steak in.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're
Devin,
also a
check
natural
the private chat.
antidepressant.
Really?
What's
Yep,
that, Alex?
they have a.
Check the private chat.
Oh, I can just put it right in here, huh?
But it's.
Can
Oh,
you?
hold
I
on,
thought you
hold
could
on,
only type
hold
in
on.
there.
Oh, maybe I
Hold on.
can't. Okay.
Yeah, I
on,
think you can only just type in it.
I typed it wrong.
You typed it wrong?
You can telegram me and I'll telegram it to Alex.
Okay. All right.
We're going roundabout.
We always talk on Twitter. We never talk on Telegram, which is crazy because I'm always on Telegram now.
Really?
Never.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
never
yeah,
on
you
Twitter anymore.
Oh, here
Hardly.
you are. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that there for a second.
Everybody's going to be kept in extra suspense.
You ready?
Are you
Yeah.
sending it from your personal account there, Dom?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I don't even want to share this now.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Don't share that. Hold on, don't share that. Just
That's so awesome. Wow.
give you a second. Give you a second. Here.
Dang, man, that is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm putting some money.
Okay,
aside.
yeah, that's cool. Just share it. Yeah, just
Share it.
Yeah, briefly. Share it briefly.
It's gonna
Like
be
I
like one of
said,
those subliminal. Remember in the 80s when they had little flashes in the middle of the commercials? It'd be like ski Aspen.
Nope.
In the middle
I
of the
don't
soup
remember
commercial.
that.
That's how it's gonna be. It'd be like, yeah. They made it illegal. That's why. You gotta be
Good.
old like me to remember that. Yeah.
that's
You're not
interesting. I
old.
did not know that.
I'm old, man.
You're old.
I am. I'm 43. That's old. For tech stuff, that's old.
You killing it
Oh my
still.
God. What?
I'm trying.
Yeah, but
Just
that's
wait for my
interesting.
kids to take over the empire.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
Yeah, because it's a very early concept.
Woo!
Details, of course, are not there, but
Oh,
Right.
dude. That,
he's
I'd be
grabbing
good
a
You
with
can see
sword
what
and
the
just
base
ready
model
to.
is. I mean, you know.
I'd be good with it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. But no, you're gonna have some nice detailed armor,
Oh yeah,
other
Beautiful.
masks, swords, things like that.
that's
Beautiful
awesome.
work.
Cool
Man,
things
thank you
hanging
for
off
that.
the side.
Hey everybody, thank them for giving you a sneak peek.
Yeah.
First
Nobody
time
else.
ever shown. Yeah, no one has seen this. So
That's a
except for
So
very
I
exclusive.
can't even see how many. Okay, so we're at 44. So yeah, if you guys need to go back and pause the video on replay, it happened somewhere around 43 minutes.
Between 40 and 45.
but
Yeah,
don't do it.
Let's go watch it again.
watch the whole video.
So when do you guys have a, I guess, estimated time for the Nemesis to come out in the next couple months, or obviously I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hold you to it, but
Yeah. Next couple months, so I would say you would see these come out.
nice.
And do you have a
And-
number on how many there will
Yep,
be?
that was my next question.
I believe we limited it to what 88. Is that what it was?
Yeah, around
Oh,
8,000.
really?
Nice. That's
Oh, wow.
good.
Well,
So
what we
Yeah,
have
for 3D,
about
that's very high.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's a lot.
We have about
Yeah.
3,600 that are going to be replacements for the 48 Dojo clubs and Katsumis.
Right.
So
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay,
we
that makes
definitely
sense.
wanted to make sure that there was enough supply and then some. But yeah,
Yeah,
Yep. Mint price
badass.
0.15 looks like. So that's a good price.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great price
Yeah,
actually.
and that price actually was what the mint price was for the bad seeds. So we wanted to make sure that the replacement was comparable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, these samurais are going to be super scary looking, and I like them.
I love it.
Nice.
Like I said, I would take that one. I think that's cool. It's it's not even finished yet, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Now, see this,
exactly.
I like this question here. Will Nemesis
Yes.
have a role in the Ascension gameplay? Because, that could be something where when you're talking about having one-on-one players, that would be really cool if like you had to have a ninja versus a nemesis. You couldn't play the same against each other because then people would have to hold one of each as an incentive because they don't know who the other player is going to show up with, which NFT they want to battle with. So I don't know. That's just something. Just
I
throwing
like
it
that.
out there.
But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Our nemesis will definitely have a role in the gameplay.
No more teasers as to what role that's going to be.
No, no, not right now.
You a lot of teasers for the night.
TBD.
Yeah.
But they are very community oriented over there. So I'm sure
Yeah.
that if people have suggestions for how they would like to see that implemented, maybe they might still be open to tweaking things if it's not
Absolutely.
already developed.
Yeah, and also that like I said, we are coming out in phases as far as what gameplay would be
Right.
available and what items would be available as well. So yeah, definitely if you have some suggestions, like I said the other night, the rubber ducky was just a couple nights ago or something,
Yep.
and I already promised to have it. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
You're gonna have to do a rubber ducky NFT collection after that because I will buy the hell
Oh my
out of
god.
those. I have
People
a
will buy
rubber
the
ducky.
crap out of that. You know that.
You're one of those
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that have like a bunch of rubber duckies on your dashboard, aren't you?
I'm not gonna go into the details. It's kind of like in joke for my husband and I. It's rubber duckies, but yeah, they're fun. Hey, Waddy's in the house. Just want
Yeah.
to say
Welcome,
hi.
Waddy.
Shout out to
What's
Waddy
up,
the Crypto
Waddy?
Hunter.
Good to see you,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and I've definitely been zoomed out of this chat, but everybody that's in here, Grind Time, Ace Hole, Kruger, whoever else is in here that's in either one of our communities, like thank you for showing up. This is a badass stream, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, there's so many things, back when you guys were getting ready to relaunch, Brad was like, we need to get them on and just talk about the relaunch, and then I started looking at everything again, and I'm like, man, they got so much stuff going on, and, NFTs, and of course the first, the Genesis collection, I have some of those, and so, trying to keep up on you guys and trying to keep up on everything else that's going on with Para and it's so much, and like, I just have to.
Wait a second. How many of those do you have? Don't you owe me a horse or something?
Don't you what?
Don't you owe me a horse still?
I don't. Not one that expensive.
You wanna send me a ninja instead?
Well, yeah, I'll think about that. I might be able to do that.
We do have a incentive going on right now, for Kishi Ninjas. So it's called the Ascension Incentive. Anybody that buys 0.15 Ethereum or 0.7 BNB of Kishimoto tokens, you get a free Kishi Ninja airdrop to you.
Nice. So 0.15, you said of Kishimoto, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just for anybody who's thinking about it, but that will be going on until we're listed onto State of Pro. So it could be tomorrow, it could be next week,
Gotcha.
next month.
Guess I'm going shopping tonight. I hope my wife's not listening.
I know I'm always getting Alex in so much trouble because I come to him like all the time with all these different projects, and I'm like, check out these NFTs, they're so awesome. You
then
gotta
I'm
get
up
this
at-
one. It's in the top 10. It's only $300.
And then I'm up at midnight sweeping the floor up at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Brad,
Sniping.
look at this.
Yep.
Look at this. Hey, thank you, Grind Time, for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. I don't think we're gonna get anything else tonight. I think we got one teaser. We'll have him on in a few weeks, and we'll see if we can get some more out of him. All right.
Yeah, just make it a regular. Make it a regular thing.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
every other
Definitely.
month at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
with
know,
everything that's coming out, I mean, every time something new comes out, I'll have to have you guys on and talk about
Yeah.
it.
Definitely. Yeah, we'd love that. Grind Time, like he's talking about a puzzle that's in our 3D NFT marketplace.
Oh.
It's like this huge code. I think
That's
somebody
another
compared.
thing we haven't even touched. Oh
I
my God.
know.
You guys have far too much stuff going on. See, here's
Oh
the
no,
thing.
never.
That's why I said we have to do a whole show just for Kishimoto because you have so much. But going forward in future, Alex and I tend to do these like once a week or once every other week for me coming on his show, but he's always doing shows. So you have plenty of opportunity to just pop on for 5 or 10 minutes and give an update of something new. But today we just
Absolutely.
wanted to cover all of this stuff because there's so much. So let's get into 3D NFT marketplace. Because I love this. I've seen it, I've walked around in it, and I like it. So can we get that up on screen?
Yeah, it'll that screen will load. It just takes a minute the first time.
Okay. I was in here earlier and it was just sitting here and I'm like, okay, maybe it's just not working. So I got out of it.
A few minutes.
We'll let it load. So go ahead, guys. You guys want to talk about this while it's loading, and then we'll get in there.
Guillermo, I'm gonna give credit to Guillermo because he pretty much made this whole thing with another developer, built on Unity. A very, very cool interactive space to walk around, display NFTs from different projects. We had a couple Serenity Buddhas. We had, Charity, a little advertisement in there of a little drone like going around, floaty screen that says Charity. There's a lot of things. We were supposed to do Para, but I'm still waiting for a couple things from Lee. So tell him to get on it.
Yeah, no, you see the way that works is you go to contact me and then I give him the boot up the butt.
We got to link up then.
Yeah, for real. Because Lee doesn't check his messages as much as anybody would think that he does. But if it's coming internally from team and if it's coming from me, it'll get to him faster than just sitting in that big long line of people waiting to hear back from him.
Sometimes I message another team member and then he calls Lee and then it gets done. So
I have his number. I have his
that's
number.
the good thing about having his
I feel bad hitting him up though, but yeah, it's a very cool, interactive, highly detailed NFT marketplace. Guillermo's made a couple puzzles where if you find the missing clue or solve the puzzle, the riddle, you get a free NFT, whether it's a Star Ninja or a BADC at the time. There's a lot of cool things going on. So there's actually a jump course in here that is very, very hard. It's very difficult. It took me, I don't even think I've solved it. I still go in there every now and then, like once a week and fool around. And it kicks my ass every time. But very cool concept of what Guillermo and this other guy did. It's something that I couldn't have thought of for the life of me. But yeah, you can pretty much click on the NFT, brings you right to OpenSea. From this page, it'll open a new tab. You can buy right from there. It's just another way to display. We also have another room in there that is a completely different way of displaying projects. So you walk into this room and you see the white paper on one wall, all the exchanges listed on another wall, different details, social links, just a completely different interface of how to display a project, which is really cool.
Nice.
So you'll be seeing more of this. There's a new one coming out, completely renovated and expanded. And yeah, Guillermo, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I actually started having connection issues there, so I missed some of what you guys just said. But I did hear something about the new marketplace, and the new marketplace is going to be a VR compatible, which is another reason why I brought it up. You'll be able to go into utilize your Oculus Quest or other VR device and walk around. So that's going to be kind of cool. Now, I also saw someone mention the current. There's like a puzzle, and I saw someone mention that. So Yeah,
Yes.
that puzzle's been there for quite some time, and no one has been able to really uh, to decipher that. But it is decipherable. It is decipherable, and um, I won't give any clues just yet until the new marketplace comes out. I want to display it in the new marketplace, and just have this puzzle that has not been deciphered yet. So
I'm surprised
Oh
it's
man,
not.
I love puzzles. I'm gonna be in there all day tomorrow. I'll probably be in there till 4 this morning.
Hey, Corn, welcome, buddy.
yeah, it was really cool. We actually had many puzzles throughout the time that we've had the marketplace, and each one has been really fun. So
Nice. I remember when Devin was talking about this. It's been months back, but on a Twitter space, I remember when he was talking about it, and we'll definitely get with Lee on getting with you and what he needs. He's going out of town again this weekend, so might be another week before you get anything. But I know he's been so busy. They've been doing so much. So, but yeah, I definitely would like to have him get with you and get that done. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we've always loved incorporating you guys in whatever we're doing. We had Katsumi staking for Para, which was awesome.
Yep.
There's a lot of our community members are in Para. A lot of our community members are in Bolix. A lot of our community, it's one big circle, and that's
Yeah.
Oh
probably
yeah.
the most important thing. Like,
Crossover.
there's people that always say the most important thing is respecting one another, growing with one another, because that's what the best way of mass adoption is. It's not through regulation and all that. So yeah,
Yep.
you guys are great.
Yeah, and it's they revamped the Para website, and I don't even know, 3 or 4, maybe more messages like, "Hey, the Kishimoto is not on there, and their partners. Is everything okay?" So I messaged Lee, and he was like, "Huh, that's weird." And they just went and added it. Like, people immediately noticed that, because we've been partnership with you guys for so long. I think I had half a dozen messages about, "Hey, why aren't they on there?" And Lee was like, they must just overlooked it during the overhaul, but people immediately saw that you guys weren't on there, and of course they got it fixed right away. But I just thought that was awesome. How I'm like, wow, you guys are really keen to these things. The communities that we have are just amazing.
Definitely.
Well, did you lie to me? Is it going to load or?
I don't know what's going on with you and your computer. I think
I'm wondering if it's because that's in Unity and maybe your resources are being taken up by your StreamYard, Alex.
It could be, and we had our internet was down all day yesterday from a cut wire somewhere else, and so I don't know if we're still. Obviously, I'm streaming, but I think you're right. It may just be taken up by my streaming. Wait, is it going?
Did you see that?
oh, it looks like
There it goes.
Hey! Opa.
Oh man, it's so awesome.
I know it. Look at this, right?
It reminds me of a museum.
Definitely.
you got the Roombas on the floors.
I just like the
I
tatami
just saw that.
style flooring.
There it is. Yeah.
I just want to sleep in there on those tatami mats.
You can actually that button with the arrow, the blue box next to version 1.4.6.
Yeah.
You gotta press escape, I think.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
And then if you click on the screen, the mouse will go away. And it's a lot smoother when obviously you're not streaming. It'll look like frame lag, but
yeah,
and you can move around AWSD.
Okay.
So the cool thing you can see is if you look to the left there, just turn to your left. There's the message, the puzzle.
Ah, okay. Great. Now I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
And I did.
I'm gonna have you beat tonight, though.
But yeah, deliberately, I wanted something that would take quite some time to decipher.
Yeah, for sure.
Nailed it.
And it's not as hard as you may think.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for good. Hey, he gave us a clue. Not as hard as you think. Okay. So make it simpler. So people have rooms in here. They can just put up whatever they want on the walls, right?
Yeah, if you actually go around that corner, go straight. Actually, you know what? Should we show them the jump course real quick? Go through that.
Sure.
Yeah, that one right there. Just walk right through.
Oh boy.
Spaces to jump. Shift is to run. So good luck.
Good luck. Hey, I think I'll try this later because everybody's not watching me.
No one's watching you.
You go back in, go up and take your first left. And you'll see this is the room I was talking about, how to, the project's pretty much displayed in a different manner. You can just go into a website or something like that. It's more visual.
Dude, this is awesome.
It is, isn't it?
It's so cool.
So do you have like a room if a project were launching a new NFT collection that they could like take over a room?
Yeah, I mean, we would pretty much just move pieces accordingly or make space.
We would just build another room.
Yeah.
And really,
good.
And really, this one is super. It looks cool, but I wanted something bigger, so it got revamped. And actually, it's super big now, but it's really cool, and it's going to have so much space. So I really like the rooms for projects and things like that. It'll be plentiful.
Nice.
Grind Time's mad. He said that's not a clue.
Oh, the vault. Look at the vault. I like it.
That's awesome. This is so cool. So Para could have its own room, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Much.
I was thinking about putting some para emus in there, if and when we ever.
And not just that, but you could have like a 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some parachuting pineapples. Oh, this is great. I'm glad it finally loaded.
So actually, go back up to the library. I'll show you something else. So there was another clue one time which led you to the left. If you go to your left now, that bookshelf, if you see there's a book with like Kishimoto logo.
Yeah.
Just walk through it. So there was the message, and someone deciphered the message and won that.
Nice.
Is it Route 13?
It was anime is about to explode, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, that's right.
Man, this is so cool. I don't know how people think of stuff like this, but that's awesome. So what's the process as far as getting in here, I guess, for projects?
We like you.
We like you. I like you.
Yeah, you can just contact the team, and we can work out all the details. And especially, for example, if you want a 3D character, we can model one of your 3D characters, or anything else that you may want specifically in your room.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Because we've got the Pair Pros, which are 3D. Those dogs are absolutely insane detail. Then we've got the Pair Emus. They're coming up. And since everybody's sharing a little teaser, can I say this? Maybe I'll say.
I don't know. Maybe you should put it in.
Okay. There is some talk. I was asked while I was in Colorado to develop a cuddly bear.
Oh yeah.
NFT in conjunction with Para.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Josh Copelandara. Now he's
going to be
contracting with Bare Knuckle. Yeah, his a series of bears. So
that's awesome.
So we're hashing that out. You know how that works. You guys have worked with and stuff before. We're hashing it out. Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
Man, awesome. Does anybody have any questions, guys? Anybody? We've covered, I think, pretty much everything, man. I really excited.
I feel like they got some tricks up their sleeve somewhere else that we had missed. I'm not saying that I know it, but I'm saying I'm feeling like. Is there anything that we didn't touch on? Any other little nuggets you want to?
There's a lot of things that we've done in the past, but the past is the past. This is V2, and we don't really need to go over what we did, and go
no, that's a good question. What merchandise?
Sata Pro is coming. We're really excited to do that. We've been waiting for we were on Sata Mask. That wasn't too functional. So Sata Pro, we're very excited for. the Wolfpack. I've been part of the Wolfpack for quite some time. You know, my mom owns Statama because of me, of course, and you know, that's another community that we just got to give a shout out to, because they go hard. They ride or die for their project. So yeah, we're pumped for that. We might have a couple other swaps. We did list on Radio Shack swap, which is cool.
Oh, nice.
It's another list.
Radio Shack's awesome.
If you guys haven't looked at it, go check out their Twitter.
I saw that on here. I think, yeah.
Yeah, Radio Shack is awesome.
Yeah. I saw that at the
Love
bottom
it.
there.
He trolls so hard, man. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, and we are on L Bank right now. We're currently waiting for Hotbit. BKEX. I think BKEX is just updated their contract swap, so they got to airdrop everybody, and then trading will resume. XT, we're doing the same thing, but yeah, you know how it goes with exchanges.
Yeah, there's no timeline. It's all on whatever they want to do.
Yep,
literally. And
L Bank was actually the best.
L Bank's the best.
They didn't have a service fee, which is you know, crazy.
Yep. It sucks because people really don't understand that we give them everything that they need, and then that's all we can do besides contact them. And we're like, look, they have everything.
Right.
They told me they didn't have everything, and we're like, well, hey, they have everything. We just can't do anything about it.
Well, it's because a lot of the exchanges, especially the smaller ones, they make their money in the listing fees. So once they have your money, there's no incentive for them to actually do anything after they've taken that initial fee.
Zero urgency.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Zero. And they're all, a lot of them are different time zones. So, you know, you're trying to communicate when they're asleep and we're awake, and, you know, it's just, but you're right.
A lot of them are out of Asia.
L Bank was great. I don't know.
Oh man, L Bank was superb.
Shout out to
professional. Yeah, made everything so smooth.
Yeah, for sure. So Duper wanted an explanation on what's going on with Katsumi.
So Katsumi merged with Kishimoto. During the V2, we combined market caps, calculated the ratio, Katsumi to Kishimoto V2. So Katsumi is gone. She's dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that 2 questions down, he's asking, he meant in relation to the NFTs.
Oh, the NFTs.
NFTs. So the artists that did them did take the Katsumis down from OpenSea. So she will also be eligible for the replacement collection Nemesis, which you just saw a preview of. So it'll be a 1-to-1 for Katsumi.
I think it'll be,
which is awesome because you're gonna get a Nemesis.
And 0.1 was the 8th price of Katsumi compared to 0.15. So I mean, yeah, you had to wait a little bit, but you made out pretty damn good. If you ask me.
I was gonna say upgrade just a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Free mint, just like okay, cool, man.
So good, so good.
Brad, do you have any other questions you want to ask? I'll probably think of one when we get off of here, but
yeah, of course, I'm gonna think of 100 when I get off of here. But
good news,
I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering from my sinus infection, so my head's a little foggy. Yeah, no, it's just there's too much. You know what it is? I'm distracted because I'm thinking about this freaking puzzle now. You know,
that's gonna be in your nightmares. Don't think about it too much.
No, it's like I'm like a freaking crack addict with that stuff. It's like I don't know. And again, this goes back to I am usually involved. Like I hold the tokens of things that I can be involved in, even if it's like secretly at the back end. If I'm just an advisor to the team or something, because I want to know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know how anybody holds para and puts up with like me telling them that there's all these clues, because I'm always leaving clues. Lee's leaving clues. James is leaving clues. We leave a lot of clues, but like I'm just glad that I know what they are, because it would drive me crazy otherwise. But this is going to drive me nuts. I'm going to go straight away and try to crack this puzzle.
I wish you the best of luck.
It's funny, before, you know, I got on the team with Para, you know, I'd be in other projects and frustrated because I don't know what's going on, you know, what they're doing. And now I know what's going on with Para, and now I'm telling people, it's okay. It's cool. You know, now I'm that guy. And people are like, you know, and I'm sitting here, you know, and I know it's frustrating for people, but you got to trust the process. That's
Definitely. Hey, I was there too with Kishimoto. I wasn't in the back end chats knowing what the in and outs are.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes
yeah.
it's actually worse knowing what's coming and just
It
wanting
is.
it to be here.
You can't tell anybody, and you
No.
want to tell somebody. Like even with Lee, I know he does this. Like
Yeah.
he compartmentalizes, so he'll tell somebody something and somebody something else. So he spills all of his secrets. But he only gives one little piece to each person so that if they blab, he knows who told it, right? It's like that whole thing. If I tell you blue and Alex gray and you're red, like, and somebody comes up and tells me red, I know who he
I
spilled
know.
the beans. So he does that, but he can't keep the secrets either. And I'm like that. It's hard. It's really some of the stuff that we're doing. I've been sitting on since January, and it's like, oh, that's why I put the clues in the graphics because it's my little way.
It's like we have a 100-piece puzzle, right? And he gives out 80 pieces, and we're trying to figure out the other 20. Like we'll have conversations like, okay, we know these pieces. We got to try and figure this out, and we never do. And he did it to me. He did it to me at dinner on Tuesday. He said something, and he did that, and I'm like, you're doing that thing again, Lee. You're telling me just enough about something, and I don't know what you're talking about. He's so good at doing that.
Put that.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for them. I appreciate you guys coming on. I know as more stuff rolls out, I definitely want to have you guys on again. And like Brad said, even on Thursdays, you want to hop on for 20, 30 minutes, kind of talk to us about what's new.
Definitely.
We definitely had enough to do, probably more than this, to be honest. We won't keep talking, but kind of throw everything out there that you guys are working on. And maybe in a few weeks, I'll contact you, see what's up, and have you hop on and we can chat and
for sure.
Anything new. And I'm definitely looking forward to the Nemesis. That was pretty awesome. G, I appreciate you showing us that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was all G. He spilled the beans tonight. So good. We did want to do a giveaway.
Okay.
Yes. We want to give away a Kishi Ninja.
Okay.
To me?
No. To me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one for you.
You know what though? You said you're working on that puzzle. So if you decipher the puzzle, there's a starred Kishi Ninja as a reward.
Yeah, see, that's what I want. I want the star. Yeah.
And I think Redline actually offered another one too. So
nice.
There's 2 starred Kishi Ninjas going up. And correct me if I'm wrong, Redline. You just popped up. But,
yeah, he's here.
But yeah.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you guys coming. Just, it's been awesome. But if you guys hashtag Kishi Ninja, just as it is on the screen, right into the comments.
Guys, it's case sensitive, so make sure you type it exactly as you see it. There's no capitals there.
I should have done like capital, lower, capital, just to make it
harder. It's all lowercase. Kishi Ninja, type it exactly like that, otherwise it won't enter you.
Meanwhile, Alex is on his phone typing it.
He's thrown in a bronze star, he said.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Is that a capital hashtag?
Capital hashtag.
Capital tic-tac-toe.
That's awesome.
3. Come on, guys.
Do I have to get on there? Is it illegal for me to enter myself?
I don't say. It's your stream. It's our giveaway. So.
No, I wouldn't do that. There's no way. It's a lot of vowels. You're right, Wendy. It is. Some people just left. They're gonna miss it out. I'm telling you. You always wait till the end.
They should have stayed till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every second letter is an I. Oh my god.
Almost. 6. There's okay. Come on, guys. We got a few more people. If not, hey, you'll just miss out.
You got good eyes. Yeah.
Yep. Couple more. Anybody else? Tim, you only get 1 entry, brother. Grind Time says give us the puzzle clue instead of a ninja. Oh.
It's right in front of your face.
It's easier than you think. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah, I mean that is a clue, I guess, because we have had many attempts as to how to decipher the message, and it's not as complex as you would think it is.
Yeah, that's usually how it is, though. People think it's a lot harder than it is.
Hidden in plain sight, huh?
Right.
Pretty much. It just reminds me of there's a message I believe in front of the CIA building. It's the same way. I believe there are multiple messages, and one of them still remains undeciphered. So I wanted something similar.
All right, guys. 5 more seconds, and I'm gonna do it. All right, here we go. We're doing it. Good luck, everybody. I did not enter. Just
I did not enter either.
let you know.
Oh, Lucenary's getting lucky lately. I'm telling you.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
What a ninja too. I love that ninja.
Nice.
That's awesome. I love it when it goes to community members.
It's a solid looking ninja right there.
Yep. Jetpack gang.
Do you want him to contact you, Devin, or G?
He can contact me.
Okay. So contact Devin, and he'll get you taken care of. Well, thank you guys for that. That was awesome. It was a surprise to me. Didn't know that they were going to give that away. So really appreciate you guys. It's exciting to see what you guys are doing. So can't wait to have you guys back on. Thank you, Devin, G, Rad again. It's always a fun time. So everybody else, thank you guys for coming in. Anything you guys want to end with? Rad, Devin, G?
Rad, you can go first.
Kishimoto is the motto.
Yeah. Kishimoto is the model. Yeah, well, thank you very much for having us. It was a pleasure being here.
Yeah.
Definitely look forward to working together and seeing some of those NFTs in our marketplace, and look forward to being on your show again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks again for having us. It's always a pleasure talking to anybody from Para. We will be in Miami next weekend. Well, I will be in Miami next weekend. So if anybody's going to that Saitama Connect thing, let me know. Alex, thank you so much for having us. Rad, you're amazing. Para is going to go parabolic. Kishimoto is the motto. And we're sending it 2023. That's it. There's no more bear market. We're going green.
Amen. We heard it from Devin. Can't say any
We're
better
all
than
in it
that.
together.
These projects are going nowhere but up, guys. So,
One last thing to say. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to be in the future drawer for NFT giveaways, make sure you grab yourself a membership. It's less than a Starbucks coffee a month.
Sheesh.
appreciate that. Yep, we do regular member-only giveaways. So maybe next week we'll get on and do some more horse giveaways and just bless the community and the members over that supports me. So everybody, thank you guys. We'll get off here for tonight. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.